Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Hunter Call of the Wild. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, got an update for you. I was speaking with the deputy about Bodden, and she's gonna send an officer up to secure the scene, take pictures, etc. Do you remember the truck that we spotted leaving the reserve just before we locked it down? Well, the deputy had some news. Turns out that the truck was stolen from a college campus in Denver just a couple of weeks ago. It gets stranger. The sheriff just got a call from a patrolman in the next county over. The truck has been found on fire, abandoned in the middle of nowhere. It was an anonymous tip-off. I'm not an expert, but I bet that truck was the escape vehicle for our culprits. I'll let you know if the police find anything new.
Where? Oh, I'm here. I just walk the wall in.
I need you to look for any signs that she came here with an agenda that might tie into the problems we're having. Be respectful, though. Didn't we already find Bodden's phone in the woods? Ghost town and dig site? No. I don't believe it. Her luggage. I guess it's just clothes and things. No need to open it up. That's the gear from the dig site, isn't it? Look, there's the rock saw. Did they take the blade off for safety, maybe? There's a rifle in there, too? No hunter's leaving something like that lying around. I'll be honest with you. I'm struggling to keep myself under control. Not only has someone been terrorizing the reserve, but they plan to pin it on someone else. You know, my dad said that there's a spiritual reason for what's going on. What I believe is that people have tried to hurt us, and the innocents are getting caught in the middle. And the worst thing is that I have no idea who's behind it. Composure. That's what we need now, right? We got a response from APAR. they are denying all connections to what's happening here. They say that, while they have sadly been forced to euthanize animals in the past, none of their operations would ever condone the sorts of animal mistreatment that were reported. This never seemed like their MO to begin with. They kill shelter animals because they feel it's more humane than the alternative. They don't come out here to do it. Oh, and to make things even worse, I keep getting voicemails from Bobby Joe Jefferson asking me to call him back. We were able to trace the payment for Bodden's accommodation. You ready for this? It came from a Green Enterprises. The company was dissolved 3 days ago. Seems like the person behind Bodden's choice to come here was also the one who gave the go-ahead to rip up our railway. That's it. I've had enough from Bobby Joe. I'm gonna call him back and tell him that it's not the time. Give me a minute. I have a job for you. I'm sending you details of a spot I want you to visit, but I need to deal with something just now. I'll call you back once I'm done.
I'm fucking tired. Oh, wait, fuck over. We're gonna hear that many. Hey,
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Bobby Joe may have solved the case. Do you recall the uranium mine that he was camped beside? It turns out that he was camping there because he was convinced that it was hosting some government conspiracy. Well, it turns out that someone had been up to visit the site on more than one occasion. The last time they visited, they came with a truck.
good.
Bobby was suspicious, so he tailed the truck as it moved around the reserve. Just before they left the reserve, Bobby lost sight of it as it disappeared into the woods. Before Bobby could figure out where it had gone, the truck returned to the road and drove out of the reserve. Bobby kept tailing them. Once they were out of the county, the driver jumped out, grabbed a jerry can from the back, and doused the truck in gasoline before setting it on fire. Bobby swears to me that the guy who got out of the truck is William Simpkins Jr. Shortly afterwards, he was picked up by someone in a car that matches the description of Junior's best friend. You remember the old chairman I told you about? That's William Simpkins Sr. This is his son. I went to school with him after he got himself kicked out of his fancy prep school. Junior was pretty horrible to everyone at school, but he was especially nasty to Bobby. I won't go into details, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby holds a grudge. The spot I'm sending you to is the place where Bobby says the truck took a detour before leaving the reserve. The driver desperately needed to get out of here, so why take a detour? Unless it was absolutely essential.
Alright, go. Almost here. Yeah, let's get it. the road ends in this way. Here. Now we're playing the Swiss Valley. Need a bear, not a mountain lion. One bear. Oh. Someone was out for a diamond car and they missed a Winked 03. I'll have to run around. Shit. What was that? That's a bear. No, I mean, so you close enough. Let me know. Almost there. Oh, God. Put him where? What the hell is that?
I went off on a solo mule deer hunt once, having only packed enough for 3 days. The first day I did 4,000 feet in elevation gain, and continued for a few days on a calorie deficit. When I finally harvested a buck, I was so hungry I ate some of the heart raw. I wouldn't recommend it, but it did give me enough energy to get back down.
Oh. Mine's so shitty. There's a house still on the same time, but get to. And if I may, maybe put this. God, okay. What I damn did I rob? He's dead and doesn't know it. Let's go see for that old. Getting real close to that. Okay. Man, that would help. Yeah, cool. Ron, the heck so quick. Let out. I'm gonna go. Oh, but I get it. That was being. trying to make sure you don't run. Laying down, which means that so. Alright. I want to get to this. I really can't stands up. Have also gonna. I'm walking towards them. As soon as you get up, oh, no shit. Still looking for the bear. There. Take it far. Which one? And good boy. Silver. Things. There's stuff. Come on. Problem?
There's the break in the trees. There should be some tracks for you to follow.
We might have to come back to those. Walk past it. Oh, me. What's your follow, right? Ruin it. Come back. Or- Uh,
Whoever it was that drove in here got out. Follow the footprints.
following up. Wonder if they get to the house. Hold it for longer.
That tree, it's been marked. Is that a hand?
Fucking float in the air.
A bloody handprint? That's really not a good sign. Whose blood is on his hands? Look, there's blood on the ground. Keep following that trail. This seems to be the end of the trail. There's a little patch of disturbed soil. Did they bury something? It's a rusty old saw blade. Oh, it's the saw blade that had been attached to the dig team's rock saw. But why detach it from the saw and bury it unless it was important? Take another look at the blade. It's not just rusty, is it? It's got blood on it. I'd bet it's the vandal's blood, too. Okay, don't touch the blade. Leave it there. The deputy's on their way. They'll probably want to talk to you. I think we've just found the missing piece of the puzzle. Great work. I've got an update. Junior and his friend were just pulled over by the state police. Guess who has a nasty gash across their hand?
Okay, that works. So this is what that I don't have.
Good morning, my friend. I hope you've enjoyed the last few days of uninterrupted peace and tranquility. I've just said goodbye to the last of the deputies team. They've gathered up all the evidence they think they'll need. While you've been busy hunting and exploring, I've been in interviews or giving statements to the police, the board, and even the local press. I haven't stopped or slowed down for what feels like at least a week now. I doubt today will be very different. I wanted to catch up with you this morning as I wanted to express my gratitude for the work you've done and ask you for one last big favor. I know I mentioned my dad's concern that there was a more spiritual reason for why things have been tough at the reserve. I can't say that I necessarily agree with him, but I'd like to do something to make him feel better. This job involves a journey to the top of Mount Silver Ridge. I don't trust anyone else to do this. Can you make it to the start of the trail? I think I ought to tell you why I'm sending you over there, right? So, since my dad got sick and I took over the warden position, we've sort of stopped doing a lot of the things that we used to do together. Sadly, this has resulted in us both missing the bear dance back in spring. I know it means a lot to my dad, and I feel bad that we weren't able to make it. It can get pretty tense when we discuss our culture back home. Dad and I see the world through different lenses. I am proud of my heritage and where I come from, but I don't want it to define me as a person. Dad sees that as me turning my back on my community. Since we both missed the bear dance, I plan to make it up to Dad by attending the Sundance in a week's time. You're probably wondering what this has to do with you walking up a mountain, right? Just before I was born, my grandfather climbed Mount Silver Ridge and stashed a pair of quartz rattles at the top. When I was a teenager, my dad showed me them and told me that they were only to be brought down the mountain in times of dire need. I think that if I bring those rattles with me to the Sundance, Dad will appreciate that I've accepted their significance and paid respect to our beliefs. So, after helping pull the reserve back together, I'm hoping you'll help me comfort my dad. I hope I'm not asking too much.
Alright. Fine, finish that. Alright, where the hell? Oh, that's why they put me, because I have to go all the way up. I can always go up here and do that. That's the end of the video.
Thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, go like, favorite, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, favorite, share, comment, follow, all that fun stuff. Go check it all out. All my social media is down in the description below. You have Twitter, Facebook, you have Instagram and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube both get VODs daily, depending on what day it is and what they get. Bronzeforged on Twitch, so twitch.tv/bronzeforged is what we are trying to grow as the streaming site now. Go check it out, and bronzeforged.com is where you can find all your hats, shirts, stickers, and merch. Check it all out. And until next time, guys, let's forge ahead.